to make the world a better place, as we say at Ecole de Ponts Business School. So my name is Saman. I'm the Vice Dean of Ecole de Ponts Business School. I'll be the host tonight for this celebration, in which we are going to have our executive doctorate in business administration graduates and doctorate in business administration specialized graduate, which we have one here. And then we have the Global Executive MBA program, which is called Lead Tech, that is in partnership with our beloved partner school, EADA, and Jordi, the Dean of School, who is also here present with us tonight. So I would like to ask Mr. Gilles Robin to join us on the stage and officially open the ceremony, please.
Dear esteemed guests, deans, faculty, staff, friends, families, and future graduates of the Lead Tech Executive MBA program, the Executive DBA program, and the DBA in Intelligent Manufacturing Management program. It is my great honor, as Deputy Director of Ecole des Ponts, Paris Tech, to share this special evening with you. Each one of you has had a very different starting point, a unique learning journey, but you are all sharing the finish line together tonight. As a member of the Business School's Supervisory Board for many years now, I have had a first-row view of the business school people, programs, and initiatives. I have always been impressed by the intimacy and care they bring to their programs, by the diversity of the staff, the faculty, the participants, and the graduates like you, as well as a small idea of how challenging the programs actually are. So I would like to acknowledge your resilience, your determination, and your achievement in getting to the end of your respective programs. It was certainly not easy, but you got it done. My sincere congratulations. Each and every one of the programs you are graduating from are both innovative on their markets and challenging in the academic rigor required to complete. As the business school continues to bring new programs to the market, it is important for me to see that our nearly 300 centuries traditions of academic excellence is respected and honored. New initiatives like the Red Tech Center, led by Saman Sabasvatan, that highlight the responsible use of new technologies, are well aligned with our own initiative at the Ecole des Ponts. And in fact, Saman is teaching a module in our newest specialized master's program dedicated to digital twins. At the Ecole des Ponts, we aim to develop new initiatives like this and like the new ELISA European University Initiative to boost the Ecole des Ponts' international reputation in regards to our ministerial mandate relative to sustainable development and the ecological transition on the one hand, and to training engineers for society on the other. Initiatives like the Red Tech Center trainings relative to the circular economy and the continued development of global MBA and DBA programs highlight the contributions of the business school to the Ecole des Ponts strategy to increase its visibility and impact in France and around the world. As you will all be receiving Ecole des Ponts Paris Tech diplomas, it is very important for me that you know at least a little bit about Ecole des Ponts. As the first civil engineering school on the planet, we are probably the only school that can say they have been training thinkers, doers, researchers and leaders, including several Nobel Prize winners for over 275 years. From the construction of bridges in Paris, the design of world-famous buildings around the globe, the revolutionizing construction, green finance, and economics, among many other significant achievements, the École des Ponts is proud to be among the top schools in France and Europe. As the world becomes increasingly sensitive to the issues facing climate change, the École des Ponts is proud to be playing an active part in trying to solve the many problems we are facing. You may know that our school is under the direct tutelage of the Ministry of Ecological Transition, which is why our students, faculty, and researchers are working hard to advance the frontiers of energy management, mobility, climate modeling, smart cities, sustainable development, circular economy, and much more. Our legacy in terms of academic excellence is indisputable and is something that we at the École des Ponts naturally pride ourselves in. However, this legacy also comes with great responsibility. We need to tirelessly work to maintain and defend this level of academic and reputational excellence in everything we do. This effort extends to the business school and its programs, and this effort now extends to you, our future alumni. I truly hope that your actions and words will make us proud, that you will act as worthy brand ambassadors and as exemplary representatives of the academic excellence the École des Ponts represents across the globe. We like to say that École des Ponts is training engineers for society, while the business school trains managers for society. Today, due to the rapid advance of technology and the complexification of business, together we need to train even more engineers and managers to become responsible leaders for society. More complex challenges will require more knowledgeable leadership as well as more creativity. This is why we also need to train our students to have an innovative mindset, encourage them to start new businesses, to have the skills needed to successfully design new solutions to the challenging problems we face in business and in society. As a society, we are also now facing up to old and new challenges relative to inclusion, to diversity, and to the role of women in leadership and management. In this respect, I am very happy to have learned about the work of our next speaker, Hayuma Moore, with Women in Tech, and the ongoing efforts of our business school to encourage higher levels of participation of women in business, management, and leadership. Coming back you, very near future graduates and alumni of École des Ponts, the program you are graduating from was designed to challenge you. It required you to put in many hours of work. It asks you to demonstrate ability, commitment, dedication, discipline, perseverance, and a strong desire to develop yourself and your potential. If you have made it here today, it is because you share this important value and you have made the necessary personal investment and sacrifices. For this, I thank you and congratulate you. Allow me to remind you that when you receive your diploma in a very short time, you will be carrying a strong symbol of a long tradition of French academic excellence for the rest of your life. You have earned the right to be an École des Ponts alumnus, but that right also comes with responsibility. We expect you to carry the school's traditions and values with pride, respect, and honor, and we count on you to make us proud of your inclusion in our growing community of alumni. This evening, is a celebration of you completing your studies, a celebration of your learning journey, a celebration of your graduation, and a celebration of your joining the prestigious Ecole des Ponts Alumni Association, now known as Pont Alumni. To conclude, allow me to congratulate each and every one of you, to wish all the best of success, and to officially open the 2023 graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monsieur Gilles Robin, Deputy Director of École Nationale des Ponts et Chaussées. So, reminding us, the graduates, us I say because myself, I'm the alumnus of this school. I'm also the graduate of the doctoral program of École des Ponts. And it's an honor for me also now today to welcome many more to this family that carries the legacy, the excellence of French academic quality, and in all fronts that École des Ponts has the alumni network driving at the forefront of markets and industries. Is just very fulfilling to see and to be proud of this legacy. A legacy that is bringing science with art together to drive impact. And that's also what we do on the business school side as well, in continuation of the brilliant work of many brilliant minds that have led the work for us, and then we are following, and then we are applying it in our programs. And we attract those executives and experts and professionals who also share the same values with us. So this is perfectly in line with the values of the business school, what Lead Tech program and our executive DBA program is trying to drive: responsible transition, of digital transformation, of value-centric socio-environmental prosperity, and etc. So we are very glad that our ReTech Center is going to lead these initiatives under the leadership and umbrella of École des Ponts. And I have many of friends here tonight that they are members of ReTech Center and they're contributing. I have fellows like Dr. Mark Esposito who are joining to lead fantastic initiatives after the graduation and during the programs of the school. So without further ado, I would like to invite Ayumi Moore to join me on the stage, CEO and founder of Women in Tech.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am overwhelmed and overjoyed to be here with you today for this wonderful occasion, which is the graduation of the MBA and EDBA and many different programs of the École des Ponts Business School. I must say that in a couple of years' time, I will be back not as a speaker, but as a graduate myself, because this year I enrolled for the first time in the EDBA class with my friend here, and I'm very excited about this. So as my friend Saman said, I am the founder and the CEO of Women in Tech. We are a global organization that I founded in 2017, 2018. And our mission is to empower 5 million women and girls in technology, in STEAM, in the arts as well, until 2030. And we do this working in 4 different pillars. So education, which is key, business, digital and social inclusion, and advocacy. Until today, we have already impacted about 500,000 women and girls already. So we still 4.5 million to go. So it's a long way, but I'm very confident because we are ambitious, and I'm certain that with your help and the help of the École des Ponts Business School, we're going to be making waves and doing a lot of impact. We are working with the ReTech Center. We're founding partners, members of the ReTech Center, and we have many projects coming up, including one of them is going to be this program for women in leadership positions and getting women on boards, because we want diversity everywhere. And perhaps this is something that I would like to share with you. When someone asked me to share something with you, I said, oh my God, you've already learned everything you could possibly learn here in this, with this school. What could I share? So I thought I'd share maybe a little bit of my experience and what I've learned as a founder as a diversity leader, I would say. And what I have seen throughout my career is that diversity is really the heartbeat of every successful endeavor, right? Whether it's a nonprofit, whether it's a successful corporation, diversity is at the core of it. And the first person who really inspired me to go into diversity pathway or journey was Nelson Mandela. So I was born in Brazil. I'm a kind of living cocktail myself. So I'm half Brazilian, half Japanese. My mom, in fact, is half Brazilian, half English. So we from all over the world. And I grew up in Johannesburg in South Africa. And when I went there, it was like in the end of 80s, the beginning of the 90s, and Mandela was still in prison. And I remember when he finally came out, it was in 1990, we were very scared because we knew that apartheid was coming down, which was great, but we were scared. There was a lot of fear, a lot of tension. We thought that there might be a civil war coming. First elections came 1994, and in fact, there was no civil war. It didn't happen. Because Mandela, he chose the path of forgiveness rather than revenge, because he dreamt of a rainbow nation, as he said, where people from all backgrounds, from all social backgrounds, colors, genders, everything could work together and foster one nation going forward. After the elections, and I must say it was the only election in my life I've ever voted for. I'm Brazilian, but I've never voted. Only voted then. After that, I left South Africa, and I've only been back 2 years ago. So that was, I don't know, 25 years later. And I was very happy to see that 25 years afterwards, his legacy came true. His dream came true. South Africa has become a rainbow nation. I was in Cape Town, and I could see leaders from all colors, all nations working together. And I thought that was so beautiful. It really reminded me of his words. He said, you know, everything seems impossible until it is done. And he also said education. Education is the most powerful weapon you can have to change the world. So that you are here educating yourselves, continuous learning. These are the people with the most open minds, and you're going to be change makers of tomorrow. So I hope you will really be able to integrate in everything you do, be able to be inclusive, diverse, surround yourself with diverse people from all backgrounds, social, cultural, religious, doesn't matter, and positive people. And I'm so certain you're going to be able to do great things. And perhaps just the other person that really inspired me when I was founding Women in Tech, that was 5 years ago, I went to this tech camp called the Kindernet. Does anyone know have you been to Kindernet? Simon, you have to go to Kindernet. It's really great. It's a non-conference. So you go there, you don't know where you're going to. You just know that there are people from all over the world, and it's a great place. And you arrive and you have like a whiteboard on the side, and then you just have to put like some ideas of what you would like to share. So it can be cooking experiences, it can be dancing, it can be drama, tech talks, anything you want. And I saw one of the workshops that they had proposed was the dream workshop. I said, oh, that looks funny. Now you can hear me. I'm talking to myself ever since the beginning, but it's fine. Well, I'm enjoying it. And so when I went to this dream workshop, it was run by this lady called Marsha Weeder. So you can Google her. Very good. She worked with 3 different US presidents. She's an repeated invite for the Oprah Winfrey Show. She's really good. But I didn't know her back then. And the first question she asked us was, what's your dream? And I said, well, that's a funny question. What's your dream? But it's true. But what's your dream? What it is that's something that when you wake up, you really want to do. Something that you're passionate about, that you would do even if no one paid you for it, right? So I said, what's your dream? So I'm asking you today, what's your dream? And then she gave us 3 steps to reach your dream. The first one was, so first, know what your dream is. And then you have to put it out in a clear way. You have to express it in a clear way so the people around can understand you. This way, if you're inspiring enough, they can come and help you. And they can join you so that they can help you reach your dream in a much faster way. And then you have to be able to communicate it in a very simple way to around the world. And those are the 3 steps I did to get Women in Tech going. I knew what my passion was, and that was diversity, getting women on board, getting women into tech. I said it in a very clear way so people could understand what my mission was, that of empowering 5 million women and girls around the world. And I try to inspire people around the world, sharing the value so that people that come join me so that we can reach our goal faster, because none of us do this alone. So I hope that you will find your dream, that you're going to surround yourself with the people that are going to help you reach it, and you're going to be change makers today and tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ayumi. So it's a pleasure and honor to have Ayumi as a great example of a leader who is leading more than 250,000 women around the world who are also supporting our Retech Center and joining us to drive impact. 50 countries and 250,000 women. So we are very proud to have her also in the EDBA program, where he is also leading fantastic research initiatives at the center about women in tech and the role of men in empowering and supporting and being next to women in tech and in governance. So I would like to invite our stellar Dean, Alain Rosen, to join the stage, please. Welcome him. Thank you.
Suman made it. All right. Well, just a very happy welcome to all of you. There's really a lot I would love to share with you today, but as Dean, I actually work for the staff here. And Mona Lisa and Hannah only gave me 5 minutes, so I'll try to keep it short. So we are the business school of the Ecole des Ponts, pont meaning bridge in French, and so I'll try to use a bridge metaphor. It's an easy one, but for all of you that are here tonight, kind of the learning journey seems like building a bridge. You started on one side of the Seine River bank, looking over the other side, trying to look for probably a fresh croissant, or maybe fresh learning was the idea. But I think what we try to do is have the support and the kind of the staff and the faculty kind of help you basically architect your way across to the other bank. And so by sitting here tonight, it's a sign that you made it to the other side. Maybe you did have that fresh croissant, but it's really something that's not non-significant. I think this is a really significant moment in your lives, and we're here to celebrate with that with you this evening. At the business school, there's something that we really try to do. I hope it's obvious, but I don't know if it is, but we really try to do to not be like all the other business schools out there, to really try to tailor a unique experience, to create something special. And, the idea is to help you grow, transform, and to take you to new heights, maybe heights that even you didn't suspect that you could reach. And to do that, in marketing terms, the official thing is called customer intimacy. I think for us, it's much more informal. It's just like we love our customers, and it's really something that's shared. And it's I don't know if we use the bridge metaphor, maybe it's bridging hearts, but that's really something that we feel like we're trying to do, each and every one of us here. And I feel incredibly lucky that we have a team that's so diverse, and at the same time so incredibly similar. Similar in terms of values, similar in terms of the caring, the passion that they bring to all of this. It's really, I hope it's obvious to me, I see it every day, just how much they love what they're doing and who they're doing it for. And that's you. And so that's really something that for me is really important. I won't name names. Nelly, Gabrielle, Hina, Karen, Hannah, Mona Lisa, Suma, Joseph, François, Martin, Saman, and Bruna. And yes. But you all know who they are. I'm really overwhelmed with appreciation and oodles of gratitude when I see to what extent like each and every one of the team is ready to go like the extra mile to make sure that you have an incredible experience, and an experience that could be as good as it possibly could be, and that really comes from a place of caring, which is probably, I think, our number one value, if I had to name that. What I love too, is that we seem to attract people that resemble us in terms of diversity and caring and that talent. And it's not just the students and the participants, it's also the staff and the faculty and the partners that we seem to attract all seem to suffer from the same, extreme form of caring. And a lot of them are here today. We have Xavier, Hervé, Alex, and Joseph and Suman as well. And it's also special that they traveled here tonight to be with you. They're never just doing their job. I mean, like, we're a special school. We don't have permanent faculty. We invite faculty to come and to teach. And when it works out, we stay, they stay, and we keep working together. But most of them have stayed for a very long time. And it's because they're not just doing a job. Just like the rest of the team, they're always going the extra mile, always asking me if they can give more, do more, interact with you more. And the feedback that I get from them about you is always heartwarming. Anyway, so back to you, the graduates. I don't know if any of you noticed, it's probably just maybe in the men's bathroom. I don't visit the women's bathroom very often, so I can't be sure. But we have a sign in the bathroom with a little triangle, kind of like the Ecole des Ponts triangle, which is a pyramid that shows like life. You can either live it working paycheck to paycheck, or you can live it working from project to project, or you can go from adventure to adventure. And I really hope that today for all of you, you're moving up that pyramid, and hopefully this was an adventure. So the night is still long, and I only negotiated 5 minutes. These guys are tough in business. So I will hand over the microphone to Jordi Diaz, who is the Dean of VIADA Business School and also an alumnus of the EDBA. So it's a double pleasure to welcome Jordi. Before I do, just allow me to thank all of you for entrusting us with your learning journey. That trust is special, and I know we have to earn it. Congratulations for making it to the other side of the bridge. And I wish you really an amazing life from here on out. And thank you all.
Wow. So at least I have one unique thing, I think, today. And my unique thing is that, if I am correct, I'm the only graduate from both schools. So I'm a graduate from VIADA Business School, that I'm honored now to be the dean for the last 3 years. And I am also a graduate from Ecole des Ponts. So I'm a graduate from the EDBA, which you will be in a minute. But now I am, okay? What's a good reaction? That's what we learn in our schools. But it's true. But I went through the pain twice. And my colleagues from the lead tech went from the pain once only. So anyway, which I feel, and also I was not able to make it the last 2 years. So it's also a special day to be here with you, and to be here with my colleague and friend, Marjolaine Overmars, who really deserves much more recognition on behalf of VIADA than myself, for sure, but on behalf of the entire institution that we are honored to lead, an institution that has not 300 years, but 67 years of existence, an institution was founded in tough times by women, for women, in 1957, in the middle of dictatorship in Spain, and a woman was able to found what today is one of the best business schools in the world. And it was together with a partner, with a consultant, because you needed to have a man at that time to sign things, because you could not even vote. And an industrial psychologist like her was the one that started the whole business school. And then Irene's son, David Parcerisas, was the one that took over the leadership of this school for 34 years. So also, as Alon was saying, the importance of legacy. And I see the person that interviewed me as a candidate is sitting down here in the corner, Professor Modwell. So he was the one who interviewed me when I was a candidate for the EDBA. So legacy means a lot to me personally, but to my institution that was, as I said, founded by Irene Vázquez. When I was thinking about what to say today, I know there are several speeches, and I will also follow the rules. But I wanted to say two things. One is the way or the way we closed the last time we saw each other with the lead takers when we were in Barcelona. So we invited one of our board members, who is John Rigau, who is the vice president of PepsiCo for Europe. And the way he finished was like, he arrived at 6:30 p.m. So it was after a long day. And he was kind of like, well, let's see, what can I do for them? Or, and they were already finishing out a long day of classes. The way he finished was saying, hey, Jordi, well, he went to the cocktail and I was the one saying, Jordan, you have to go now after a couple of hours. But he finished saying, I want all the groups like the one that I had today. Okay, and he has been with me in several presentations with several groups. So his feedback, and again, is something that I would like to leave and insist on that. And then in graduations, I like to insist on 5 keys. I like to say that having very important for me and I'm one of yours, as I said from the very beginning. But for me in this leadership journey, if we can call leadership journey, based on the authentic leadership. And I was honored to be also taught by Bill George, Professor Bill George from the US, and that led something really that I keep trying to keep with my own career. The first one is, we're in a world, and especially in business schools, that we have seen a lot of models, a lot of cases, a lot of rock stars, and the first one is live your own life story. So live your own life story. Everyone else is taken. But live your own life story, saying, like, go back to your, especially in days like the one that we're celebrating today, go back to your core values, and if you need, it's always so reinforcing to us, to our family members, to our some parents here present, to see, how were we behaving when we didn't have all this, accumulated experience. So live your own life story. If like me, you've been in competitive sports, you can hide it. You are a competitor. Be a good competitor, but don't hide it. That is there with you. Take your strengths at the best possible level you can. The second one is be aware, especially, I like to say that in celebration days, be aware that we can all lose our way. In our careers, there are going to be moments in which we will be about to make a decision, A/B, with a lot of pressure, a lot of noise, a lot of tension and intensity, and we'll need to make a decision. So thinking about what can move us from making the right decision is also part of our own self-knowledge. So this idea that we can all lose our way. And one tip of advice for that is, if we're about to make a decision that we're not 100% sure whether it's the right or wrong one, would you like to see this decision you're about to make in the news, in the newspaper, the following day? If you are doubting about that, then probably it's not the right decision. So be aware that we can all lose our way. Third is the person you need to know best is you. And through research, it's clearly demonstrated that emotional intelligence is the key differentiating factor. So this learning and this self-learning, learning to lead yourself, is something that, yes, we have gone through this, I'm sure, and I've seen some of the pictures there, and I've seen you in 10 meters high and really taking yourselves to the next level. But this is already the past. So this idea that the person you need to know best is you is a constant relearning and refocusing. The fourth is very relevant today. Is the importance of have a support team. Having a support team that goes beyond your team of your business situation or your team with only your family members is potentially the team that you have built here. So people that are different than you, that will tell you what you like to hear, but sometimes will also tell you what you don't like to hear. So having a support team that you can go back, and this is for sure one of the things that we have seen a lot of classmates turning life mates, colleagues for life. So build on that seed that you have. And the last one is look after an integrated life. I mean, we live in a 24/7 era. We can deny that. So we are now discussing at the schools in Spain whether the mobile has to get into the class or not. Okay, well, that's temporary. This is going to be over as soon as they are, 16, 18, whatever. So life is 24/7. So living this work-life balance is starting to be a myth. Is if you cannot be yourself at work, or if you cannot be yourself, if you cannot talk about your work at home, then potentially there is something wrong. So be yourself at both parts. And if you are in a place where you cannot be yourself, change. If whenever you change, you don't find it, then build the place and invite others to be themselves. So as said, try to live your own life story. Second of all, be aware that we can all lose our way. Third is this being consistent that the person you need to know best is you. Have a support team and look after an integrated life. An honor to be here. Thank you very much to my friends, to colleagues from Ecole de Ponts, and especially for you guys who are the protagonists of the day, for both EDBAs and lead techers and lead tech global executive MBA. Congratulations on this big achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordi. So it was amazing. Jordi and I, we were in the same cohort of EDBA, and of course we had the support and supervision of Dr. Santoro and Professor Suman Madwell as well. And that's where we talked about this program of Lead Tech, and that's where we found that we have so much commonalities in terms of culture and values that we respect, that it's okay, this must happen. This must happen. Like the business school, Ecole de Ponts Business School is also founded by Celia Russo, a lady, a foreigner here in France, So with that, I would like to thank personally, and also I think on behalf of the cohort, if I may, Marjolaine Overmars. Who has always been amazing in providing the care that all the participants deserve. And also on our side, Hannah. Thank you very much. So now I will invite Professor Santoro, please, on the stage, the director of our doctoral programs at Ecole de Ponts Business School, to welcome the EDBA graduates.
Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir. Buenas noches. Wan Shang Hao. I can't do the rest. I'm sorry. I'll speak in English if you don't mind. Alon and I have this ongoing sort of discussion that we represent two different American writers. Alon is like William Faulkner and can go on and on and on and on. So I'm surprised he stopped at 5 minutes. I'm going to give Mark Esposito the rest of my time because I'm more like Hemingway. Short, sweet, get it done. The only time I'm different is when I'm teaching. I can speak 8 hours nonstop. And people in the class that have had me and know me know I can do that. So given that, I'd like to welcome Gilles Robin. I was going to call you something else. I hope you don't mind. I was going to give you Americanize you. I was going to call you Giles Robin, but I was told not to do that. So thank you for being here. Okay, Suman, I think maybe you'll have I didn't forget Suman. Suman, I think you have an opportunity to be a MC at the Emmys or something. Suman, I'm going to talk about it a little later on, and Alon, Miss Aoki, who's also in my class, Dean Rosen, Dean Jordi, and the rest of the folks. I want to take a different spin on this. I want to tell you about the journey that we made as an institution over 10 years. About 10 years ago, Alon and I met in a cafe, and we talked about this idea, and we kept talking about it, and we met every single week for a couple of months. And we put something on paper, we figured it out, and we invited other people to participate. Suman added his touch. We searched around for the best people that we can get to teach for us, and we've gone through multiple iterations in this program. You should all be proud of the institution and what you've learned, because we've learned a lot on our own journey for you. We have 12 graduates tonight. I won't name them. Suma, that's your job. Okay, I won't name them. One from China and our Chinese program, and the rest from the EDBA program. So the DBA in China and the EDBA. And I also would like to welcome the members of the, you took it down, of the Global Executive MBA as well. So a hearty welcome from me. Besides Alon and myself and Suman and the faculty that we searched for and we have, I think we have to pay special recognition to the people in the back room. And in no order, I may forget somebody, ranging from Mona Lisa, who helps me find my way down the stairs. And who, I guess I shouldn't say this, and who I wrote an email the other day at 4:30 in the morning to, asking her for some help. I don't know if she read it, but I wrote it. And I know we're not supposed to do that, but I did it. Okay. To Nellie, who's collecting the money. So if you owe any money, please see Nellie before you leave. Okay. As well as to Hina, who's not with us, who is in India. And she told me this afternoon, please see if the student can get into EDBA 9. I'm in India, my first vacation in 5 years, please do that. And I said, fine. So we welcome her as well as people in the MBA program whom we deal with tangentially. I also would like to say that as a result of this program, there are quite a number of people who have distinguished themselves. Without naming everybody, because I can't do that, we have people who have become worldwide renowned teachers, innovators, thinkers. We have people who have made the transition from being a student to being a faculty member. We have executives who run major organizations. We have people who have published in academic journals, professional journals, whom I'm very proud of. We work everybody very hard. Nobody gets a free pass. Our students come from 17 countries. We've had 205 students, 52 graduates. Our Chinese program, we have 4 cohorts. I think they're going to the 4th cohort. We have one person who's representing the Chinese cohort tonight, so give her a round of applause. She finished the program and will serve as the sort of the pioneer for the rest of the folks in that program. Some of the people come from South Africa, United States, Eastern and Western Europe, and other places throughout the world, China and Singapore and other places throughout the world. I would just like to say everybody's done a great job. I'm really proud of you. The rest of you, stay tuned for what will happen. For those of you who have graduated, I expect great things of you. For those of you who are graduating and will graduate, I expect even greater things. Thank you for being out tonight. I appreciate it. Good night.
Thank you very much. So yes, thanks also to Mona Lisa, which I wanted to mention at this stage that we talked about TDBA. So Mona Lisa, who is also the program manager of our doctoral programs and has been very supportive to all of you who are here tonight. So the next person that I want to invite to the stage is a very special person to me personally, because he was my professor 12 years ago. And then we became friends and partners in several projects. And today also he's supporting me a lot. Professor Mark Esposito, who is also the fellow of Retech Center, professor of the school, director of the CPC, Center for Policy and Competitiveness of the school. Please welcome him, the first graduate of our EDBA program back a couple of years ago, but he's here with us tonight.
Good evening. I was not expecting to do this, but it happened that I could be here, and what a great way for me to meet friends, but also to tell you what happens when you're graduating from the Ecole de Ponts. I've been very lucky that Ecole de Ponts has been for me more than anything else, the center of power. And the kind of power that comes with, that is vested by trust in people. You should know that Professor Santora, Alon, Saman, we actually started our friendship back in a previous institution, and we grew out of it, moving into what became later on the project that Professor Santora was mentioning. I have to tell you, when I joined Ecole de Ponts, I already had a doctorate, and I was already a full professor in a business school, so why bother? Professor Santora told me, you need to be challenged one more time. It's time for you to outgrow where you currently are. What we're putting together is an incredible program, trust us. And here I find myself in 2015, joining the first cohort of EDBA. If Georgia was saying before that they went through the pain twice, I went to the pain twice. But that was, I think it was probably a necessary experience for me to grow from my comfort zone to where I am right now. Ecole de Ponts has been incredibly generous to me. Not only is a group of people I continue to work every actually day, somehow we are part of our life. There are people that help me, like my supervisor, Professor Daphne, with whom I actually continue to write. And now we have been having papers together with Jordi. We have paper with other fellows. Kind of, it looks like life continues even afterwards. In 2011, I joined the faculty at Harvard, and I was teaching a class. And a gentleman came and see me afterwards and said, I really like to talk to you more. Long story short, in 2015, same cohort, it joined Yorgos Dimitri, who now is the director of the Circular Economy Research Center. It's a state-of-the-art research center on a global level that's really bringing a lot of output out there. Yorgos, I was told, is probably the third graduate of the program, is also a graduate from the EDBA. Today he's a leader in the circular economy field, and it's somebody that I would consider somehow a friend, more than that somehow. And again, all of these people that I'm mentioning, they've been so important to really establish the concept of power of networks. And I invite you, as you're graduating out of this school, to find that network. We're not really that valuable when it's only about our own contribution, but we're becoming priceless to many ways when we are representing a larger side of us, when the sum of the part is greater somehow. The whole is greater than the sum of the part. I want to tell you, as part of the work that I do in the latest publication that I have written, there is a concept about design activism. And the idea is like very, very straightforward. Some of the challenges ahead of us are challenges we never faced before. They are unprecedented by their own magnitude and scale, and we don't really have a blueprint to guide us in understanding how to solve this. It requires a specific kind of leadership, a bit of what Georgia was saying before, authentic, coming from inside, to face challenges where we need courage to start taking the plunge. And it will go in addressing some of our climate challenges because we don't really have a blueprint coming from the past. It will go in our social inequity and how do we really start building a much more righteous system. It will go in rethinking the integration of gender, diversity, vulnerable groups, because we don't really have a system that has been fair. And I can go on with the challenges, but it's more about the understanding that it requires a specific fabric of people. And when I look at you as you're joining the ranks of the Ecole de Ponts, I really wish you to become that kind of fabric. It's important that we need people like you that's taking the privilege, as Professor Robin said before, of this institution. And I tell you an anecdote and I'll finish. 2 years ago, I was applying for a permanent residency in Dubai. Now, I did not apply out of a labor contract, but just out of science, which means I had to submit my doctorate papers to be granted a life permanent residency. To be able to do that, the school has to be among the top 500 in the world. And I can guarantee you our school it is. So it was a pride for me to see my school taking me further away, giving me a token representation, considering the standing that it has. Actually, I didn't know it was the oldest engineering school in the world. I discovered today, I knew it was an old one. And now I'll have one additional token of gratitude to the school who really made me go very far. The other people I haven't had the chance to thank, Professor Samana, remember when you were in my interview for the DBA. And I have to tell you something that Professor Santora said, which is true. I was never cut some slack. I was being treated really, really harsh. I was never given a chance to have a free pass. You guys made me sweat, cry, and bleed. That said, I think it's out of gratitude I want to say congratulations to all of you. The most interesting part of the evening is about to start, is the 4 amazing valedictorians that will actually guide you through their recognition about this moment. And of course, the moment in which we're going to get the graduates on stage. So from the first graduate of EDBA, this was back in 2018. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mark. It's such a pleasure to have Mark here with us because he's the most wanted man in the realm of AI, circular economy, sustainability, and technology on the most important panels around the world. And tonight, on the way, we caught him here in Paris. So thank you very much, Mark. So I would like to invite the valedictorians of our programs. First, I invite the valedictorians of our Lead Tech Executive MBA programs to join me on the stage. Evgenia and Ivo, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed fellows, esteemed faculties, fellow graduates, beloved family, and distinguished guests. Today, we stand before you as a graduate of the Global Executive MBA program. We are overwhelmed with a sense of pride, gratitude, and renewed vision for future. 15 months ago, we embarked on this journey not just to receive the advanced degree, but in the search of challenges that would shake our very foundation of self-perception and belief. This program has delivered us more than we could ever anticipate it, impacting us in the way we would never imagine.
For us, this program was like building a house. Like a house, we were building a place for something that matters to us. Learning, development, growth, opportunities. We were building a home. When building this home, you think about the investment in terms of time, energy, and money a lot. You need support from many people. You do it only once, maybe twice in your life. You need the right neighborhood. And perhaps most importantly, a stable foundation. We got our stable foundation from Saman in one of our first lectures when he said, this program is not about competition, it's about cooperation and collaboration. You can only succeed together. Thank you for that, Saman.
We would like to express our profound gratitude to our incredible professors, coaches, and teams in both universities who supported our journey. Your expertise, dedication, and unwavering support have been pivotal in shaping our learning experience. Each lesson, each assignment was a stepping stone towards not just academic excellence, but our personal growth as well.
As a symbol of our gratitude for the kindness, dedication, and insights you shared, and to remind you of the impact you had on us, we have something for you as a daily remember for the year to come. Thanks for your support. And because she was not mentioned namely, we got some chocolate for Gabrielle, because everyone that's joining Ecole de Ponts Business School knows Gabrielle is taking care for us, feeling us like home with the food and the drinks and everything. Thank you so much, Gabrielle.
To our amazing group mates, you have been an essence of this unforgettable journey. The first block, our initial immersion, might be considered by someone external as a freaking psychological therapy. But it was our testament of the power of openness and vulnerability. We shared our fears, our dreams, and our aspiration, creating bonds that we all confident will last. Our diverse experience have enriched our understanding, and our friendship have been a source of strength and inspiration.
The house we built here is a very special one. It has large windows to let good things come in, a large door to welcome everyone, a beautiful kitchen, maybe for Katja to make her Michelin star breakfast, only a tiny bedroom because there was not too much time for sleep, a large living room to spend time together, and it has rooms in Peru, Rwanda, Spain, France, Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan, Italy, Dubai, Chile, Greece, Luxembourg, Portugal, Iran, Morocco, Brazil, Moldavia, and Germany.
We cannot proceed without a special acknowledgement to our families. Your unwavering support, understanding, and sacrifices have been the backbone of our success. The late nights, the missed weekends and family gatherings, the constant juggling of responsibilities were made bearable because of your love and encouragement. This achievement is as much yours as it is ours.
Let's go back to our classmates once more. We have asked each of you to share a few sentences about one another, and here we go.
So, Emin, his unstoppable spirit of athlete, and marathonian, an Ironman, a triathlete, embodying excellence in every stride.
Tamara, she's kind and attentive, always asking for ways to help, from small logistic issues to providing support in academic challenges.
Morris, he is super smart and super deep. He's trying to live and manage his life to the fullest of human ability and to the deepest of his values. And this phase was basically invented about him. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Katja, your exceptional blend of qualities is not only what makes you a leader, but also a formidable intellectual force. Your honesty and openness are truly inspiring. And it's this transparency paired with your courage that makes you a model of integrity.
Isa is a great team player, always adding a positive vibes to our discussion. Isa is more than a classmate. He is a friend, a brother. He doesn't distinguish people. He loves everyone, a big heart and source of godness.
Yusura is not only incredibly kind, but also highly intelligent and trustworthy. She possesses a depth that allows for meaningful discussions.
Pia is one of the funniest people we met, always with a smile every morning, despite being tired or because of the cold weather. She is a person full of energy, always wanting to go out and trying something new.
Roberto is incredibly reliable as a colleague in the MBA, but also as a friend. He genuinely cares for others and has offered his invaluable support.
Mark is a colleague who is not only possesses exceptional analytical mind, but also embodies the spirit of true competitors. He is a devoted family man who loves to cook and loving father.
Bringing the positive vibe, the Italian finesse, and always with a smile, Riccardo is an open heart, welcoming person with a high sense of humor.
And our cohort has our own personal Zeus. Yanis. Light up the room with the lightning quick wit and humor that unite us all. He is like a Greek time traveler stuck in the present, constantly reminding us about the glories of the ancient Greek, which, however, has been surrendered to the great Rome.
Anastasia radiates light and joy, making her a delightful presence to be around. Her intelligence and altruism is inspiring. You rock.
Ariana, Iran, is creative, highly sensitive, and smart woman. Her exceptional sense of beauty is particularly admirable and empowering.
Alejandra is a brave woman with exceptionally creative skills. She's a good listener of others' feelings.
Ariana, Peru, is always full of energy and fun. She is a power woman who is ambitious to achieve so many goals. MBA, career, house, and motherhood in just 1 year is remarkable and inspiring.
Aimee may come across as reserved, but the more you engage with her, the more you discover her adventurous and lively spirit. Aimee consistently reminds us to pace ourselves, carefully consider information, and ensure that as a team, we move forward collectively in the same direction. Standing next to me, Jenya, a true leader, passionate and patient, strong and kind, serious and creative, leading and supportive. A leader in front when it's needed, a leader behind to give us space to shine ourselves, and like now, a leader beside. This world would be a better place with more women like Jenya in leadership positions, and it will be very soon.
Let me continue with the women position in this world. I would like to give a special note of the gratitude to both business schools for their commitment and supporting women in leadership and business. Observing my female group mates, each bright, talented, warm-hearted, has been an honor. You have not only elevated my discourse within our classroom, but also reinforced my hope for the world and humanity. Your brilliance and compassion are a beacon of lights, guiding the way towards more inclusive and equitable future in the business and beyond.
When we go back to our own houses now, let us put a lot of photos of the wonderful people we met and the precious moments we spent together and the signs for our achievements on the walls there. Let's invite other people to these rooms to share our learnings and insights. And let's not forget to visit each other. Meet again soon.
As a step forward from today, let us carry the lessons, memory, and connections we have made here into the wider world. Let us be the leader who inspire the change, who embrace the challenge, and who are not afraid to rethink and reinvent. Together, we have the power to shape the future that is bright, equitable, and filled with endless possibilities. Thank you all, and congratulations to all of us.
Thank you very much. So I would like to keep the momentum going and invite the valedictorians of our Executive Doctorate in Business Administration program. We have 12 graduates with us here tonight. Others could not, unfortunately, join us here physically, but they are online with us. But for the valedictorians, we have Dr. Jinju Ha and Dr. George Alexandris. Please join us on the stage. First, Dr. Jinju, and then Dr. George Alexandris, please. Thank you.
Okay. Wow, so they're from actually different programs, so I've never met them, but it feels like now I know every single of you. So nice meeting you all. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed faculty, and proud family, and distinguished guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduate. Today, we stand at the summit of a difficult journey, the culmination of years of dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance that we all share. As I stand before you, I'm both honored and humbled to represent the remarkable individuals who make up the graduating class. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the incredible faculty and staff who have guided us and inspired us throughout this academic odyssey. Several years ago, we started this journey not knowing what was ahead of us. So we all had ambition to really develop either groundbreaking theory or, let's say, to find a solution to the problem that will save our own industry, right? For me personally, my own ambition was to really read the paper every night and also write a paragraph, every night. Or how naive I was, just I know that, you all understand what I mean. On the very first day, Professor Santora made sure that, we don't even dare to dream about it. And he told us that, just finish it and, do it afterwards or not. It didn't take really long for me to realize that he was so right. So I stumbled and wrote a really terrible first paper and dig into the whole rabbit hole of papers and really got lost. Along the way, we had to navigate the complexities of our daily lives and our respective industries, and also our respective field and confront challenges. Incredible faculty and staff, and my wonderful supervisor, Dr. Daphne, who's not here, but without your wisdom, encouragement, and passion for knowledge, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you, all of you. To our families and friends, and who have been our pillars of strength, the unwavering support you have given us. It's been the wind beneath our wings. So let me all congratulate you. Wow, it's actually more, more anxious than I thought. So congratulations on countless of moments of understanding and patience and sacrifice you've given us. Even when we're unable, we're unbearable and cranky because it was too challenging. Or if I was my partner, then I would have been playing hide and seek all the time. And then I'm really good at hiding because also thanks to my size. It was really a difficult journey. So our partners and husbands and wives and families and friends, this was a joint project together with you. So today we share this achievement with you, knowing that your love and support that you have been instrumental in our success. I will never forget, and I will never take it for granted. So please allow me right now to say something in Korean to my parents who flew all the way from Korea, also only for this moment, and also my brother from the US, just to surprise me. Although I think having graduation in Paris actually, you helped me actually, just help them for them to say yes to this trip. So 엄마, 아빠, 그리고 오빠 정말 내가 이 자리에 있는 건 정말 진심으로 저를 위해서 응원해 주시고 기도해 주시고 사랑해 주신 엄마 아빠 덕분이에요. 그래서 정말 진심으로 감사하고 정말 사랑해요. My fellow graduate, today is not only a celebration of academic achievement, but also recognition of the resilience and tenacity that we all share. So please allow me to really congratulate all of you. So congratulations on the resilience you showed when your paper was criticized or even rejected. That was the paper that you forced yourself into writing during your beautiful summer holidays that you finally got after weeks and weeks of really intense working days. Congratulations on your tenacity to get up early to read more papers before getting ready for your work, even when your body was really begging for another hours of sleep. I know that is how it was. Congratulations on your courage to really embrace your limitation of intellect and be humble to accept all the criticism and use it to really sharpen your reasoning. We confronted, challenged, and failed, and a little bit of success and failed again. But I truly believe that many great failures are much, much better than mediocre success. And I know that we'll keep trying and we'll fail, but we'll emerge more victorious every time we fail. In this pursuit of knowledge, we have not only discovered the depth of our intellectual capabilities, but also strength of our character as well. Let me finish this speech as I know that I'm the one actually who's separating you from having the glass of wine on the other wall. So a few days ago, I heard of a really interesting fact. A single spacesuit is made up of 4,000 pieces of clothing, and also 21 layers. And it required incredible craftsmanship to really put it together to make it airtight, of course, so it can protect an astronaut in the galaxy from any dangers like really painful death from the pressure or horrible temperature difference of 300 degrees. When I was hearing, it somehow resonated with me. My parents have given me 4,000 pieces of everything that I need, and I have been trying to sew these layers to prepare myself for a bigger world. Now, with the school's incredible craftsmanship to sew these pieces and layers, I feel that my last layer of suit is complete and ready to go out to the galaxy and fly. So, as I know how invincible it feels, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you for having this suit, and I hope you go out there and fly with this on. So thank you, and may our future be as bright as the path we forged together. So congratulations, everyone, and let's celebrate.
Dr. George Alexandros, please. It doesn't work.
So, good evening. I know I'm the last speaker. I'll try to keep it short. Esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, and of course, the accomplished graduates of our school. It is an honor to stand before you as the valedictorian representing the EDBA 5 cohort. In less than 5 minutes, we'll cross the finish line of a journey that began years ago. A roller coaster ride with exhilarating highs and challenging lows, demanding intellectual stamina, resilience, and unwavering commitment. Each paper we read and we rejected. Each paragraph we wrote and we discarded. Each research direction we explored and abandoned. And of course, revisions upon revisions of our work are testaments of our perseverance. And we managed to do all that while struggling to keep a delicate balance, juggling academic pursuits with work commitments, family obligations, and the unforgiving daily grind. Moreover, my cohort, EDBA 5, was the first intake to face an added layer of complexity brought by the COVID-19 pandemic. But despite disruptions, lockdowns, and isolations, we've shown adaptability and resolve, triumphing over academic rigors and emerging stronger from unpredictable challenges. But today isn't just a finish line. It's a milestone, decades in the making. As we stand here, I feel we have to express deep gratitude for everything instrumental in shaping our journey. Going back to the earliest chapters of our story, the formative years where seeds of curiosity were sown and the foundations of character were laid. Let us remember and appreciate the people inspiring and honing us, parents, silent architects of aspirations, and teachers, steadfast pillars of knowledge, mentors sharing wisdom, guiding us through uncertainty, and everyday heroes, friends, family, colleagues, whose impact is immeasurable. Let us also recall those pivotal moments in our lives which served as catalysts for us to embark on this doctoral journey. Maybe we had a profound conversation that sparked insight, or we read a book igniting inspiration. Perhaps a defining achievement that propelled us higher, or even a setback which nevertheless fortified our resolve. Now is the time, dear graduates, to quietly remember and cherish these moments of epiphany. And please pause also to recognize the foundations for our achievement. We have been blessed with health, safety, nourishment, and a habitat spared from natural disasters. Especially during the turbulent times defining our era, to enjoy all of these privileges is not a given. Let's be grateful for them. As we inch closer to the finish line, allow me to thank the people that accompanied me throughout my journey. I would deeply like to thank Professor Nicholas Harkoulakis, my supervisor, whose methodical guidance steered me through the daunting labyrinth of a dissertation. Special thanks also to Program Director Professor Joseph Santora, Dr. Sarman Sarbazvatan, the faculty and staff of Ecole de Ponts Business School, and all my EDBA 5 cohort colleagues for their mentorship and support. And also to our team from the Circular Economy Research Center for the critical conversations and the scientific advice. Going beyond the business school, allow me to acknowledge and pay my respect to our mother school, Ecole de Ponts Paris Tech, and its director, Mr. Anthony Briand. Ecole de Ponts Paris Tech is the giant on whose shoulders we stand. Finally, I would like to personally express my gratitude to the Dean of Ecole de Ponts Business School, Professor Alain Rosin, for his inspiring leadership. Alain, you truly embody the spirit of our school, innovative, fast-paced, forward-thinking, while being valiant, courageous, and bold. On a personal level, I would like to thank my parents for their lifelong encouragement and sacrifices. My wife, Daphne, for her patience and shouldering of responsibilities, enabling me to focus on my studies. And also my two young girls, Aya and Christina, who instilled a unique sense of purpose to this endeavor without really knowing. And of course, family, friends, people, and many people I do not know personally, but who are willing to step out of their routine to help. Dear graduates, as we receive our diplomas, imprinted with the seal of École Nationale des Ponts et Chaussées, a Parisian institution, we inherit the legacy of a city synonymous with intellectual excellence, a city that inspires minds, illuminates the path of progress, and breathes the value of liberté, égalité, and fraternité. Myself, coming from Athens in Greece, I truly resonate with the spirit that Paris exudes, an atmosphere fostering the free exchange of ideas and celebrating human achievement. In the digital world we live in, let us build upon these profoundly human values to confront the immense challenges that lie ahead. I conclude with a famous African proverb. It takes a village to raise a child. But today I paraphrase. It takes a world-class school in an enlightened city to shape the global problem solvers of tomorrow. With this in mind, let's cross the finish line together, always remembering that every end is nothing but a beginning in disguise. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for reminding us all the beautiful people that we have here, what they bring to the program, what they have brought to the program, what they have created and crafted, as you mentioned, along the way. Thank you very much. We're very proud to have you all joining the family. So now we are going to start the Degree Granting Act. I invite Dr. Suma Madwell to join me on the stage to read the names of the graduates, and we can start.
Hello. Good evening. Bonsoir. Namaste. It's indeed a great honor to do this every year. This tradition, as Alain called it, started actually in January 1990. It's continuing that I have the privilege of announcing the names. And it's one of those things which makes me, more or less complete the circle. as far as the EDBA is concerned, because many of you crossed the line after Hina has done her work in the final interview. And it's therefore particularly, incredible that I'm here again to call your names and see you pass through. So let's get down to it. Actually, I take the opportunity to just mention, I'm missing Yorgos Dimitriou, but Mark Esposito is here. And actually speaking, he was the first in the jury in 2015. And the case study that he put up just knocked me off. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Patagonia. And one of the lines of that company in America was advertisement. It was one of those revolutionary marketing things. Don't buy this product. Can you imagine a company saying, don't buy this product? So it was all about sustainability and, taking garments from one segment to another and so on. So that's one of those things that really marked me. I sort of really recognize that. So let's begin. We will do the names in the order that was given to me by Mona Lisa. It's those who are present here. We'll start with that, with George Alexandris. His dissertation was on the factors impairing information exchange between European circular economy stakeholders. Next is Dr. Rosalina Chai Sansan. She did her papers around the theme of corporate social innovation. Next, we have Dr. Nabil Sheroun. He's online. I hope he's with us somewhere, listening in. And his dissertation was coaching as a means of leadership. The context around which he worked on this was energy firms in the Middle East. Next, we have Dr. Raal El Makaoui. His papers were on business model adaptability of multinationals operating in emerging markets. Next, we have Dr. Jinju Hu. Her papers looked around the theme of innovation, circular business model in the luxury fashion industry. Next, I announce the name of Dr. Olivia Wright Ingraham. She wrote a dissertation on digital transformation in a volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, you must have heard of this, VUCA, world. Next, we have Dr. Eric Lachapelle, online. trying to see him. His papers were on virtual presence entry mode for the internationalization of small and medium enterprises. Next, we have Dr. Frederic Cyril Lacombe. He made it after a marathon run, but very interesting papers on regulation and risk management in facing modern crises of the pandemic and cyber attacks. Next, we have Dr. Ayman Adam Mohib, again online. Somewhere. His papers were on nation branding as a tool to attract foreign direct investment and Islamic or participative finance. Next, we have Dr. Klaus Neumann. Papers on leadership of globally distributed teams in innovation and servant leadership of virtual teams. We have Dr. Klaus Neumann, sorry, you don't need 2 diplomas. Dr. Chong Kan Ing, again, he's online. Oh, I think at Mark 2. So his papers were on design thinking in managing change. And last but not the least, we have a doctor from the DBA IMM program in Shanghai, Dr. Fang Fang Chai San San. Her papers were on sustaining performance in a volatile environment and the role of new technology in enhancing firm performance. Thank you very much, and good luck to all the doctors. All well. Thank you. Sorry. Group picture. Okay.
Thank you very much. Now I invite Marjolaine to join me on the stage to EMBA degree granting accession. Thank you. I invite Dr. Jordi Diaz as well on the stage, please.
So I have the honor to call out the names of my dear lead takers. Riccardo Bucchioni. Tamara de Oliveira Calzado. Amin El Felah. Not present, but anyway, Yusra El Merini. Maurice Formal. Alejandra Gamez Leiva.
Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Evgenia Gashikulina. Katya Korginskaya. Ivo Haase. Ariana Michelik. Isam Uray. Roberto Pereira Xavier. Anastasia, perdón, Predeca. Ariana Pupak Rajabipur. Mark Roach Tio. Ariana Romero Vázquez. Ioannis Pano Mijos. And one more champion, we have Aimee Tumukunde.
So thank you very much, everyone. So we are going to move to the other side to pop the champagne and start the celebration part, the unofficial part after the degree granting. And then you can come back here for photos. We are preparing everything. Thank you very much for all of you. Thank you. Well done. Have a great evening. Thank you.
We want from the break first. That's true.
Yes.
We need to make a picture.
We will. So we wait for people to go, then we can get a picture. We invest and then we have tons of space for photos.
Okay.
So first, get a drink.
Okay. First, we have to get drunk.
First, you have to get drunk.
Let's just sit down here, exactly. With our degrees. Exactly. Without degrees. Like this. What is this your life? Oh, yeah, come here. Our EDBA group. Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, now.